Welcome to the Everything Goes podcast with TAK, where sports get loud, the takes get hot, and nothing's off limits. From game day breakdowns to way too early predictions, we're bringing the energy every single episode. Buckle up, because over here, everything really does go.
What is up, beautiful people? And I didn't see that shirt. I was trying to upload stuff when you showed up, so I was wondering what that was. Where did you even get that?
Noah for Christmas.
Oh, thank you, Noah.
Welcome back to Everything Goes podcast with TAK. For some reason, we all perfectly didn't even plan it. We're all wearing the same hat. And these are the 1 in 10 that will never be made again. But we do have more out. 10 are just being sent to Colorado. I had 10 here that sold out within one day, which was wild. But yeah, episode 233. Jay Gruden was on the last podcast. If you didn't catch that, check that out. Jim Moore was a couple episodes before that. Check that out. And also, if you want to save 10% off Smack and Sunflower Seeds, go check out our Instagram and Facebook and check out the code in our bio. I know that we did have people buy the other day. Thank you so much. Welcome back. How we doing, guys?
I like how I say I want two hats for myself, and you send me 10. Nothing like a little pressure.
Because, like, first of all, two hats would have been more expensive to send you, right? And then you would have paid more out of your pocket. And, we were doing some good sponsorship stuff. So I was like, here, take 10 and then sell them so we can promote the podcast.
But you're so good at selling them. You could have sent me to my 2. I would have paid for them like I'm a customer. And you could have sold the other 8.
I already have been working behind the scenes for you, man. I mean, there's 8 people that are ready to buy a hat over there in Colorado.
I think we should our logo and just stand out there with the hats. Like,
yes.
Walk down the side. Maybe Trump will buy.
Man, we got a picture of Trump wearing an Everything Goes podcast hat.
Thank you, AI.
Some may think it's AI. Some may think it's real. I don't know.
I just hate it. I don't know how to use it, first of all. And Noah put me in the Eagles hat the one day, and I'm just like, I'm so done with shit.
I love it, man. I mean, it does a lot for our podcast. Let's just say that it really does. I'm able to do a lot of graphics, and it helped when we had our sponsorship. I was able to do a lot for our sponsor. And if you are looking for a potential partner, hey, I mean, I was making some cold calls the other day. You know what I mean? Like, someone was like, man, it's like you're making cold calls. I was every business that I have been DMing, I was like, you know what? Screw it. I was on the roof at work. It was a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. And I just started calling these people, and it is so awkward. But I'm like, man, I bet you this is what people do to make it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, it's 9 times out of 10, it's a younger girl. You know what I mean? Like a summer college girl or something. She's like, hello. I'm like, are you guys looking to partner with a potential podcast and we'll help promote your business? And they're just like, the one girl's like, I mean,
yeah, sure, let me get your manager.
Yeah, the one lady was like, I don't know. I was like, well, do you have a boss? And she goes, no, there's no manager. I was like, okay.
Like supervisor up there, not even supervisor. Selfies and pictures of the ocean and everything.
Hey, I am working so hard for this podcast. All right. I want this to be our job one day. I want to get a contract with a sponsor one day where we come on here 3 to 4 times a week for 2 hours. And that's all we do.
That'd be great.
I must say, I don't know what it is too. I'm full screen. I'm full screen right now. And like the HD quality in our cameras looks amazing right now.
Does it?
Yeah. I mean, Ace, you look so handsome, man.
About time. Because on my computer, that's why I need a different computer. Because it's like, you guys look good, but I can tell, like, Chris really looks
you look like you're HD, man.
I can't see you guys because I don't have my glasses on. All I know is I see the images of you guys.
And that's just what my son looks like too, man. He doesn't really see, just sees the images.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what happens after.
Now I can see your ugly faces.
Chris, you're not even 50 yet, right?
Dude, I'm almost 52.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Vision's going. Big on my phone as I can. The hearing's going when the wife yells at me. It's all selective, But
yeah.
Hey, we got some stuff lined up with the podcast. We're in contact with a lot of cool guests. We're in contact with a lot of potential sponsors, and man, we love doing this. This is fun. I enjoy it. We didn't get to do it last week. Why didn't we do it last week? I think we just took a break last week because we were potentially going to land a sponsorship, and it didn't happen. It didn't happen.
Goes that whole biblical rant we had before, we could have actually cut that in and put it in there.
Pete, hey, next week, by the way, just depending if we get a guest or not, we should talk about our fantasy picks because I don't know when your drafts are. But
hey, let me tell you a story, Ace. Let me tell you a story. I'm in 2 leagues, and this is a little
you already
embarrassing.
Have the draft?
This is a little embarrassing. I've had one draft. It was the other night. It was what's today? It was Monday night. And this is a church league. I was a youth leader. I took a little bit of a break because of my baby son. And so it's a lot of high school kids. It's a couple of our leaders. And this draft starts at 8:30. It doesn't actually start until like 8:45 because they were all trying to be in a Zoom call. I'm like, guys, listen, I'm in bed right now. My wife's asleep. My son's asleep. Like, let's start this thing. I'm getting tired. I've been at work all day. And the draft starts. And of course, like I'm in a 12-man league. 8 of these 12, going down the whole 2 minutes. And I'm like, I'm the kind of guy where like when I'm doing a draft, I got a guy ready. And I have 2 guys behind that ready if he gets taken. And so I get 8 rounds in. There's 16 rounds. My last pick I took was Dak Prescott in round 8. I took a quarterback in round 8. I know we had a big talk about round 3 too, but and so I put my phone down. I'm in the middle of the pack. I'm like, hey, I'm just going to close my eyes for 1 second. My notifications are on. I'll wake up when it's my turn again. I wake up, it's 2 a.m. and the draft's over. And I was like, oh, man, those guys probably had to wait for my pick.
Yep.
For 8 more rounds. I go into my picks, and after I took Dak Prescott, they drafted Bo Nix for me. It was probably best player available. But actually, I ended up with a pretty good squad, though, for a bench. Like, I had Jennings from 49ers. Like, I had a bunch of random guys that I was like, I'm okay with this.
Wait,
like,
so it's auto or it's not auto draft? Somebody.
No, it will auto draft after your time runs out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm doing. And mine's going to end up turning into a almost 4-hour event because we do the salary cap. So you can, and someone can outbid you.
Yep.
My first pick, though, I had pick 8, and I took Amari St. Brown. I was very happy with that pick. There were running backs there, but I was like, that's a guy like, Jared Goff is obviously going to throw it in. I felt very good. I feel like my first round picks the past 3 years have been guys that were like elite the year before and got injured. Like I took Christian McCaffrey last year with pick number 1. Didn't even play.
If you guys
nope
in the draft, what are you doing with it? Who are you taking?
Second.
What'd you say?
Second pick in the draft, like the one I have in ours.
CeeDee Lamb.
So the draft that I was in, CeeDee Lamb. Listen, CeeDee Lamb, Jamar Chase, Saquon Barkley, those are guys that fly off the board the first 4 picks.
Well, who goes 1? Bijan or Saquon?
No. So what I've seen going into these drafts, Jamar Chase is number 1, Saquon's number 2. It flip-flops though.
Yeah, but did you see Joe Burrow took a big hit in the freaking scrimmage and was like laying.
Yeah, but he's up. He threw a touchdown right after that. He's good.
He's got that freaking paper chin.
He's good.
Wait, is it Chris? Is it full point or half PPR or standard?
I think it's just standard PPR.
Yeah, I'm going Saquon if he's there.
I'd go Saquon or listen, I would go Saquon, CeeDee Lamb, or Jamar Chase. Either one of those, because Dak's coming back with a chip on his shoulder this year. He throws the ball. I love it.
Check down Dak. I could go Ferguson at number 2. I mean, he'll probably have a. But I would trade it. Like if somebody gave me like I want the 7th or 8th. It's what is it? A 10-man league.
That's what's interesting about this league that Noah set up is that you can trade. I've never done that before.
I want the 9th pick, and then I'll take their 3rd round pick wherever it's at. I'll trade for that. Or better yet, I'll take their 4th round pick. So give me number 9.
Oh God.
Give me their 4th round pick, no matter where it's at.
That last pick is always nice too because you pick and you get 2 picks right away. But you just wait a boatload. See, a 10-man league, though, we're fine. There's so much talent available. Like, when you get in a 12-man league or anything bigger, that's when you have to be so strategic.
Yeah, Noah's got a good in his one draft. He's actually, like, he's right in the middle, so he's always at the same spot in the draft.
Never mind. I just got confirmation it is an 8-man league. It's not a 10-man league. So, I mean, there is plenty of talent. There's going to be plenty of talent in free agency. Yeah. Noah, jeez. 8-man league.
Yeah. I'll trade it for number 7, and give me something for the 4th round.
That is so cool. I haven't looked into it yet. How you can trade? It's really interesting.
Yes, to do is plug my name in for that draft pick in the 4th, and that guy would just have to take a free agent to fill that.
You want to just swap picks?
What do you have?
Oh, I like this.
Oh, I have the 3rd. Actually, never mind. I forgot about that.
Who are you taking the 3? Whoever I take.
So let's run a scenario here. You're up, and I don't know who. I think Rudy or someone's 2nd. Right, I'm 3rd. You take Saquon. Maybe the next guy takes Jamar. I got the 3rd pick. I'm either taking. I mean, I might just go CeeDee Lamb. Mm-hmm. That's a safe pick at 3.
Not with Dak.
Yeah, I think so. 100%. You know why? Because Dallas has no run game right now.
Yeah, but he hasn't. I mean, no run game means he's going to be on his ass because he's going to get sacked a lot. So it's check down Dak.
Everyone's out on CMC. What about Gibbs? We haven't even said Jahmyr Gibbs.
I was going to say, like a running back, like you got Saquon.
Good 3rd down option. Yeah, that's the better of a running back. Saquon is probably the main guy in Philadelphia easily. He's going to get 20 carries.
Yeah.
I would
see the running backs are always just so important because there's less running backs than receivers. You know what I mean? Like when you go into a fantasy football league, like it's so hard to get like a solid running back group because especially now there's a lot of teams that have 2 to 3 running backs. I mean, we talk about attack.
Third down backs are your best option because they're gonna catch the ball. That's
and you need the backfields, especially with like an 8-man league. You got to just stack up on these backfields.
Dak was runner up to MVP last season.
Last healthy season. He's cool.
That was the last time he played good. I don't know.
All right, where are we at the topics?
It is so great to see. We're all wearing the same hat. I know I said that already, but gosh, like this is great. We actually look like a team.
Look like we're trying to sell something.
We look like we're trying to sell something. We don't even sell these hats anymore. Ace, I golfed on Saturday, man. It was frustrating, man. I know we're getting a little off topic, man, but I need to practice. And if you don't practice, you're not gonna be good. And I go 2 months without golfing, and I go golfing, and I'm like, this is gonna be so great. You know, it's 6 weeks. Our tee time was 6:50 in the morning. I got a Celsius. Best. I love going in the morning because then you beat all the old people. I got a Celsius in one hand, I got sunflower seeds in the other hand, and I am like, life is so good. 2 holes in, I parred and like bogeyed. I was like, life is so good. I'm with my boys. I got Celsius, and then I 10, 8, 7, whatever it is, and I'm like, I hate this game. Why do I play it?
You should have had your 3 natives.
Oh yeah.
What am I gonna do? Walk around with 3 natives that's melting?
He got it after.
Absolutely.
Have you ever had a 3 natives acai bowl? You don't know how that works. We don't have them out there.
We have 2.5 natives. We don't have that.
2.5 natives. Okay, let's get back on track because I know I got a scream boy out there.
Trade them or keep them. Trade them.
There is that video floating around of Michael Parsons at Penn State dancing. And
did you see Michael Parsons came out and said the Cowboys are soft because they don't play their starters in the preseason? He's just looking to get traded.
Yeah.
Where did you see that? So the thing that sucks for me is I've been seeing so many AI posts now. And they're misleading. Did you see there was a reporter that's talked about one of those fake quotes on the sideline, and it wasn't good.
Well, you see, Ian Rappaport came out, was hosting whatchamacallit show, and said that they're in line for a big divorce. He's gonna be gone.
Man, Noah's having a tough time listening to you about Michael Parsons, man. Listen, we had Jay Gruden on here, and that's where we'll leave it. Jay Gruden was on both sides. He saw both sides. He said, I understand that he is a cornerstone of that defense, and if you take him away, you're probably not going to win as many games, but also if you let him go, you see the value of the first-round pick. So there's 2 sides to it.
You're not going to
Chris.
We won 7 games. It's not like we won 13 games. We won 7. So we're going to do.
Yeah, but your starting quarterback was out.
So what? Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons has 1 sack.
Let me ask you this. What don't you like about signing Micah Parsons? Like, if Dak never signed that contract, would you be signing Micah Parsons?
That's a different story.
Yes.
But that's not Micah's fault.
It doesn't matter. You can't have over $200 million for freaking 7 players and put a team together. You can't.
Yeah, but then you just let that generation think
So what?
You just let that kind of talent walk, and then you just see him thrive on another team, and then now you have this massive hole.
Look what happened to Luka Doncic. They traded him.
Yeah. Yep.
You got to make moves, Ty. You can't pay everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true, but I mean,
I'm saying Jerry's a fool for not paying him, but maybe he's not a fool for not paying him. Maybe he's looking ahead. Get draft picks. Rebuild this team. We got Dante Fowler back last year. Had 16 sacks last year.
So listen, I'm not against the whole like I said. I'm right there with Jay Gruden with both sides. I see the value of getting draft picks.
Player, I love it,
but I also think it's not Micah's fault. I mean, he is good for that team, and he has been loyal to that team. I think Dallas has screwed up with how big of a contract they gave Dak, how big of a contract they gave Diggs.
Loyal to the team. He goes on his podcast and talks shit about his teammates.
Oh, about his teammates too. Yeah, ship him out. Ship him to the Vikings.
It ain't like that.
But so what I don't think a lot of people are talking about either is Jerry Jones tampered with the whole negotiations anyways. You're not supposed to talk to a player about a contract without his agent present.
No, you're not.
Nobody like, how is he not penalized for that?
You don't think other teams do that?
Oh, I know they do, but it was just so obvious that it happened.
Because if you can get a deal done without the agent who wants to get as much as he can because he wants his freaking 9, 10, 11, 15%, whatever it is, of course he wants the higher deal. But if you could sweet talk, I mean, if I was an owner, I'll do the same thing. Sweet talk him into a deal, get the deal done, Cut the agent the fuck out of it so you're not giving him, because he wants the best deal ever. And guess what? Micah Parsons has the new super agent now. He's going to want the highest contract ever.
Well,
at the end of the day,
Micah, if I was Micah too, no matter who, or any elite top tier guy, I'm taking the best. I'm going to take the highest contract anyways. I'm not going to settle because I want to play for this team either.
Everybody feels bad for the player, but what did the Cowboys offer him that he turned down? How do we know he's not greedy and saying I won $45 million plus $200 million guaranteed? How do we know?
We don't know that.
I think this is a little. It's when I look at this, it's different than like most players. Like you see these players, they unfollow their team on social media, they sit out, and like you said, you're right. We don't know the full story, but I do think a year ago, 2 years ago, I do think Micah wanted to resign, and it would have been cheaper, and he would have lost more money for what the talent he has. And I mean, I agree with you, Dad. Right? Like it is a lot of money. I think Dallas screwed themselves, and they will miss out on this talented player.
Yeah, disagree on that.
Why do you disagree?
Because listen, I agree Dallas should have let him play out his whole contract. Get everything out of him that you can now, because that guaranteed money is killing people. They're paying these players early. They're getting hurt, like Diggs. So what if you gave Micah $20 million 3 years ago? Guess what? He opts. He says, you know, Jimmy got $50 fucking million a year. I don't want to come back now. I'm going to hold out because I want to re-up my contract. That happens all the time. Just because you give this guy money 3 years ago doesn't mean he's going to want to have that full deal played out.
Yeah, I'm all for the guaranteed money. I'm not for obviously players stepping out of their contracts saying I want you got 2 years left, then they want extension. I'm all for the players getting guaranteed money because it's one of the most physical sports out of all of them.
I'm all about guaranteed money is ruining football. I'm sorry.
Dad, but every sport has guaranteed money.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Look at baseball.
No, just baseball, I think.
And Ty,
maybe basketball too.
$200 million guaranteed. What a bust. How fair is that to the Cleveland Browns? He got his $200 million and they got nothing out of him.
That's the business. It's not hard. It's their fault. It's the owner's fault who continue to raise these prices.
So then it's not Jerry's fault for doing what he's doing then. He's making him.
I mean, it is Jerry's fault because look at the way that Jerry has signed his players. I don't think Jerry's been smart the way he signed his players.
This is the same as the Bengals. It's like, you either want Parsons or you want Hendrickson. Make a decision. Just make a freaking decision because nobody wants to.
And at the end of the day, Jerry signed Dak and Diggs, and he didn't sign Micah.
But at the end of the day, Ty, you can't have the highest paid quarterback, highest paid receiver, and have the highest paid defensive end. You can't.
But that's where I'm literally agreeing with you. I'm saying Dallas has not been smart with who they wanted to re-sign, who they wanted, and they also weren't good at negotiating, saying you're not going to get the highest contract, Dak.
But how are you? You can say that all you want, but the problem is you're not hearing what I'm saying. If I sign him to a 5-year contract, after year 3, he says I want more money, and he holds out. Who wins?
But you don't know. Like, that's the thing. That's the guessing game. You don't know if Micah's going to do that. Johnny might do that, but this Johnny might do that.
That's not the guessing game. That's how it's been over the years. These people don't play out their full contracts. They always want to re-up after so many years. It's not good for football anymore. And I blame the owners. You're right. All these guaranteed dollars that they're giving away. Go back to the old days where you had to earn your money. You had to throw 15 touchdowns a year. You had to go to the playoffs. You had to win a Super Bowl. You had to rush for 15 touchdowns or 1,000 yards. Make them work for it. They're getting guaranteed money and they're getting hurt and they're not even playing their contracts out. Diggs hasn't played in 2 years.
I mean, that was a bad one.
To the fans, it's not fair to the people that root for these teams. And I know it's an argument. You want the best player. You're damn right. I want Micah Parsons on the Dallas Cowboys. But I do not want to pay him $45 million a year. And this whole new thing where they come to camp and they just hold out in camp with a back injury, that's the new way they're negotiating. It's not right. You can't go to work and say, hey, my superintendent down in the next division, you know what? I've been here longer than him and he's making $20 more than me. You can't. I'm going to hold out and until I get a raise. The real world don't work like that. The real world is you come, you do your job, and that's it.
They just
sucks, and it's ruining football.
They should just talk behind their employer's back for a new job.
Listen, we all agree on that. We all agree on that. I mean, I think Dallas, this is my final statement, is Dallas screwed themselves because Dallas could have signed him a lot cheaper. I mean, look at all the guys that signed. I mean, how many defense players signed this offseason, and Dallas could have got Mike a lot cheaper.
But you know what? We could have got Dak cheaper. And you know what? They could have got Patrick Mahomes cheaper. And they could have got Higgins and they could have got Chase cheaper. Well, Patty screwed. They paid almost $90 million for freaking 2 receivers. I mean, that's nuts. You can't build a championship team like that. You really can't.
Yeah, well, between them and Burrow, it's like 150, something like that for 3 guys a year.
Guaranteed money is just like the nil money in college football. It's ruining.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, the Cowboys lost to the Saints last year, and that's the Super Bowl for me. So
you're living in.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
The players should get all the money they want, but you have to draw a line in the sand. You can't pay everybody. You really can't.
No, that's where I agree. I think that there should be guaranteed money, but I think, and we have talked about this on this podcast multiple times, where the increase of pay every year for these NFL athletes is a little insane because, yes, they're hard workers. Yes, it's a hard sport. It's hard to get to it. But I mean, you talk about the average American who works their butt off every single day overtime, and they'll never touch that money. You know, so that's where it's wild to me.
You know what's a more harsh sport on the body, and these guys make maybe $3 million a year? Hockey. They play 85 games. They don't play 17 games. You know what the cap is in hockey? Was it 30 million a team?
I don't know.
Is it 30 only?
You see these guys doing 3-4 year deals for like peanuts, and they play 84 or 85 games a year. Ridiculous.
That's what it's going to be like. The freaking if baseball ever gets a salary cap.
Well, we're gonna move on because I do have a screaming baby, and I'm gonna need to get to him. We'll skip the Saints talk for next week because I want to go into some. What?
We could talk. Who's your starting quarterback?
I wanted to go into the buy and sell. I mean, 2 preseason games in. I'm a fan of starting Spencer Rattler just because I think Tyler Shuck needs time to grow, and I'm still a fan of if Spencer starts and he goes 0-4. You roll the dice on Shuck and you see what you have on these 2 quarterbacks because you enter an amazing draft, hopefully, of QBs. But I mean, what I like from Spencer is Spencer's quick. And you see he looks just more comfortable managing the huddle, going through his reads. And Shuck, you could see there's talent in Shuck, but you could tell he's a rookie. Yeah. You know, when you watch a rookie play, he's not processing it fast. In college, someone looks more open than they do in the pros. I think he gets a little nervous to release it. Last week, he got Chris Olave and Rashid Shaheed, 11 snaps with the first team receivers, right? And he moved the ball, but he didn't score. Spencer Rattler, including the preseason last year in the 6 games he started and the preseason games he's played this year, he has 2 snaps with Chris Olave and Rashid Shaheed total. And that's because they've been injured every time Spencer started and then this preseason. So I feel like the Saints are trying to give Tyler Shuck every single chance that they can to be like, hey, like this could be your team. And Spencer Rattler, I in my opinion, is just like, hey, I can do this. Just give me his chance. And whether or not he pans out, like I just want to at least see what he could do. And I want to see what Tyler could do. But if I had to pick a starter right now it'd be Spencer Rattler. I just think he handles the huddle better.
But you know what the problem is? That you draft these quarterbacks and they give them all that money. And of course, because of the money, they got to play these guys right away. There was a time where you had quarterbacks that were drafted. They sat behind someone for 3 years or more, and then they came in. But now, you know, you play these quarterbacks and you got to give them at least 3 years to be your legit number 1 starter that knows the offense, because the speed of the game's different. So you got to learn on the fly, just like JJ McCarthy.
Yeah. Well, I think what I'm tired of too, I think I'm tired of like, man, and you see all these reports like, man, the Saints have the worst quarterback roster in the NFL. How do you know?
Yeah.
How do you know? And like I texted another day, I said, hey, you have such a fair point to think the Saints might not even win 5 games this season. I mean, look at new coaches, young team, but like, how do you know? You don't, right? Like Spencer Rattler could truly go out there, and I hope he does. And if he doesn't, so be it. We tried. I'm okay swinging and missing on a quarterback and hoping for the best rather than just continue to sign veterans. You know, like who's to say he doesn't go out there and finally get a game with the starters and ball out? Who's to say Tyler Shuck doesn't develop under Kellen Moore and become a Josh Allen? Like you just don't know. And they might both strike out, and that's totally fine. You know what I mean? Like I'm just saying.
Both in the offense. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Is Taysom still there?
He is, but he's dealing off an injury from last year at the second last game. He did something to his knee.
ESPN is all it is clicks. You know what? When they give their rank, it's clicks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm excited. It's going to go into the 3rd preseason game before they announce a starter. And my wife humbled me the other day. You know, Tyler Shuck threw a pick 6 in his first game, and she's like, why aren't you cheering? I said, well, as much as I want Spencer to win this battle, like I want one of these guys to win and win for the New Orleans Saints. So like, I don't want to see that. And then that's where my mindset kind of changed. I said, even though I like Rattler, whoever the coaches pick, and if they win, like I'm okay with that. Like I just want to win again.
Yeah,
but I think Spencer Rattler, and it's gonna be a fun season because we probably won't win a lot of games. And this will go perfectly right into our buy or sell. Are you buying or selling that the Saints will go winless in 2025? Their first 5 games of the season, you're talking about teams like the 49ers and the Bills.
Sell. I'm gonna sell that.
Selling.
I'll sell it too. I mean, I don't think they're gonna go winless. I don't think they're going to go winless, but I think that there's a good chance they lose a lot of games.
It's very hard for a team now to go winless, I think. There's just too much talent across the board, and there's going to be injuries to the key positions.
There's a better chance that the Giants finish higher than the Dallas Cowboys than you guys going winless.
Hey, that leads perfectly into our second question. Are you going to buy or sell the Cowboys won't finish in the top 2 of the division this year? I'm
buying that.
I'm right in the middle, man.
I'm buying that.
That's not an answer, but like
you're
gonna sell.
They better hope that they're not last in a division, honestly, because what I saw in preseason is trash. It's a dumpster fire. And the Giants, Jackson Dart is the man. He's going to be the man there. He's lighting up.
No one's about Russell though, too. Russell looks confident.
Oh, Russell's Jackson Dart is freaking amazing, and their defense is going to be a top 10 defense. I'm going to put it right now. Oh, they had the hardest schedule in football.
Wait, is Russell? Did they confirm him as the starter?
Week 1 starter. And listen, I was talking to a Giants fan the other day, and he actually said that he's worried about his secondary and his middle linebackers, which I didn't know about. I think Russell Wilson obviously didn't throw up the stats in Pittsburgh, but he won games. I think with some of the weapons they have on offense, like I could see Russ taking them to 7-8 wins.
They have a tough schedule. They have a very, very tough schedule. I'm going to say, if not this year, next year, they're going to be a top 2 team in the NFC East.
I don't think Jameis plays, though. I think they trade him. I think Jackson Dart goes in before Jameis.
No one gives the Giants.
Okay.
I've been saying for the last how many years they're a quarterback away from passing the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, we've talked about it multiple times.
They got 3 quarterbacks there.
When I think it's Giants, Cowboys, Commanders, Eagles. So Eagles win and then on down.
Now you heard what Jay said last week. The Commanders are going to take a step back because their defense.
I think so.
Like their offensive line's decent, but their defensive side of the ball, man.
Well, sophomore slump is a real thing. I actually just listened to a podcast with Cam Newton talked about it.
Russ is bad,
but I mean, who knows if Terry McLaurin's coming back?
Yes,
no idea. He's still sitting out.
30 years old, wants a full contract. Come on, man, your time's past you.
Give it to Scary.
$30 million a year.
I don't think he's ever gotten a big contract. I mean,
give him a 3-year deal. He deserves a 3-year.
I mean, and then Debo. Who knows what Debo's going to do? I mean, he's not the same Debo from the 49ers anymore. I don't know. I mean, they're an older team on the offensive side, and
defensively, they're going to struggle.
Last one I have here is Caleb Williams leads the Bears to the playoffs this year. He looked really good against the Bills in preseason last week. I know it's preseason and you can't overhype it.
I wouldn't be surprised if 3 teams make it in the playoffs from that division.
I think the Lions take a step back, but they're still good.
I'm a little worried. I honestly am. I'm a little worried about. I'm worried about Minnesota's offense with JJ as being the rookie quarterback. I'm a little worried about that. Their defense, though, I think their defense is going to be much improved.
Yeah,
but I think that's going to be one of the best divisions in football.
Yeah,
I'm gonna buy. We sold on it last year. I'm not a big Caleb Williams fan. I think he was drafted a little too high for his talent. Me personally, that's just my opinion. I know my voice doesn't matter. I never played the game in my life. Yada yada yada. But I'm gonna buy. I think the Bears got something, man. I do. Ben Johnson is a very smart coach, and I think he's maybe they go to the playoffs this year.
And I think that's what hurts the Lions. They lost 2 top-notch coordinators.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm going to sell still. I think obviously if we did this maybe midway through the season or two games in, maybe my mind changes, but I got to Caleb has to adapt to the offense and has to play with what Ben's calling too.
Yeah.
So those non-script plays, like what he wants to do with Pat Mahomes, fine and dandy, but you're going to get your ass lit up if you don't get rid of the ball.
Yeah.
I think what's his name? What's the tight end Komet? I think he's going to have a great season.
Komet and Loveland. They drafted Loveland.
Loveland looked real good.
Yeah, how could you say that about a Michigan tight end?
Oh, I took him as my second tight end as a sneaky backup. It's a sneaky backup.
I don't know.
Ace, do you want your 2 little would you rathers? No. And then we'll do our rants that I have.
Yeah, let me find them real quick. So the first one, they're both around championships. One 1 second, quick.
Oh God, I can rant all day about championships.
I know. I wish we. Oh, this will be good to do it midway through. Because I don't want to spend too much time because we could. Okay, so would you rather, first one, lose your professional sports team to another city, or the team stays but you never experience a championship?
I'm going through that now.
I feel like that's a no-brainer because like
Vikings too.
So
I mean, for Ace, for you, it sucks because you live there.
Yeah.
That sucks. Me as a Saints fan, like I'd be like, I mean, that would still suck, but I mean, like, even if they move, you might never win a championship.
If Dallas moves, that means that I'm getting a new owner. So, but it's never happened because freaking Jerry's kids are in line for that freaking shit.
Watch that documentary. Lakin's been watching this. She said it's really good.
That's really good. Ian Rappaport said it's really good. I'm gonna say I'm going through it now. Just stay in Dallas. They're never out.
It is still fun, obviously, to watch your team win, even when they don't win the big one. But let them move. That gives me hope to possibly win a Super Bowl. Like, I'd rather know there's hope than know you're never winning it.
They're taking their team to South Beach.
Okay, second one. Would you rather get a tattoo of your team if it guaranteed a title in your lifetime, or sacrifice a month's worth of your salary to guarantee a title within 2 years?
Oh God, I'm getting a tattoo. My wife would kill me if I sacrificed my
I don't know if I'd be able to afford sacrifice my months to in this world nowadays, but I'm getting that tattoo, baby.
I'm getting it right on my ass. That's what that
or inner thigh or something that nobody would ever see it.
Teardrop, just
a teardrop of a cat. I'm gonna get a picture of Jerry on my ass. There you go, Jerry.
All right, that's what I got, Ty.
All right, we'll do these little speak when you want to rant, and you don't have to rant about anything, and then we'll head out. But this is the first one. This is the first one.
Hell,
here's what I'm gonna say: worst field in NFL history.
Absolutely,
worst field in NFL history. Like, why couldn't you just go get your own field?
Can you imagine it raining and just with that mud that the infield looks like? Remember when we played baseball? How fast the infield?
I mean, like,
crap?
You imagine trying. I heard like trying to run a route on the dirt.
Oh no,
ugly.
Red Sox, not the Yankees.
Ugly, man.
I love that.
All right, you speak if you want to. If you don't have to.
Oh God.
Oh, Shador. God, I didn't even know that was Shador.
There's enough
the franchise. He's the franchise. No.
Here's what I'll say. That man's good.
No, he's not.
That man's good. He's better than half the quarterbacks on that roster.
Okay, Cleveland. Okay, Cleveland. He couldn't even beat out Joe Flacco. Okay.
He didn't beat out Joe Flacco because that head coach didn't even want him. They took him because he was there.
You know what? You know why I hate that guy so much? Because he's such an entitled little piece of shit. I'm sorry. I don't care if they demonetize this or whatever. When you walk around and you show everybody your Rolex wrist, and his dad is a Christian and he lets his child act like that. This is what happens when you take your child to a school and you let him live in a $12 million mansion instead of living on campus. Look at Travis Hunter, totally different kid because he lived on campus. He stayed with his team. He didn't live in a mansion. This kid thinks he's entitled and everything should be handed to him. And it should.
Yeah. I hope there's some rookie hazing.
When Zeke would wear his chains.
What about
when Zeke would have big chains hanging out of his neck? Like,
I hate all that.
Like, but there's a difference. He's a different guy on and off the field. Like, there's nothing wrong with having a little swag on the field.
You know what? He can't. Swag is different than being arrogant. He came here for his freaking retirement of his number, and his number was 2. And he said, "Oh, that's where I'm getting drafted, number 2 overall." That's what he said at his retirement ceremony.
Hey, Tiger Woods was cocky, and they hated it.
His wife beat him with a golf club, and he ended up crashing his car, fell asleep because he was on drugs. Karma.
I kind of got to agree with Chris here. I think there's some off the field stuff like. Number one, getting your jersey retired at Colorado when your team barely went 500 or that is ridiculous.
Oh, I agree with that 100%.
But then there's, I didn't know about some of the other stuff about living off campus in a nice place and all that. Just looks bad. And you're showing up in a nice Escalade and shit to class. And
listen, if you watch his interviews,
Johnny Manziel, same kind of player.
You watch his interviews, how he's handled himself throughout this training camp with Cleveland Browns. He has been such a great guy. And he's got you say what you want about him. He had talent in that game against Carolina. And I think that he could be a starting quarterback with this Cleveland Browns team.
Dude, He led the freaking college rankings in sacks because he holds the ball too long. He's you know what?
But having one of the worst offensive lines doesn't go into that at all.
Next pitcher. Let's
but
go to
but the best thing is letting Flacco start. The best thing that honestly, that's what
for sure.
The Colts are idiots. They should have re-signed Flacco, let him start over A-Rich anyways.
I like Gabriel over him. I'll take Gabriel from Oregon for freaking that shit.
No way.
No. Who starts first? Let's put like a friendly. We could do $5. We don't even
Gabriel
have to
will because the coach wanted him. The coach didn't even want Shador. They took him because he was just there. You know what I mean?
Shador. All 30 teams passed on him. Nobody wanted him.
Well,
where did he get drafted?
Okay, I mean,
he got drafted though. Next picture.
That's great.
Oh, jeez.
Kickers
Chris, show the shirt.
Football.
I'm really trying to get his blood pressure high.
America's team.
I got nothing wrong with Jared being a GM. I really don't.
Mom just said you can't say that. I don't know what I said. You can't say that. It's a crime.
Hey, that Tony Romo documentary kind of changed my perspective on, you know, like how so many people get mad at Jerry being a GM. Like, I totally agree with Tony Romo where it's like, are you gonna blame Jerry for the mistakes that I made? Like, there were a bunch of, there were at least, I could probably count on my hand, at least Dallas Cowboys teams that could have went to the Super Bowl. Was that Jerry's fault that they didn't get there?
Nope.
Maybe the coaching, maybe a fumble,
overpaying players. You know
what I mean? Like, I understand. Like Jerry definitely deserves some of the hate, but if I owned one of the biggest sports teams, like I'm going to be in those decisions, and I'm okay being the GM, and I'm okay with him being the GM because he has, as much as this world hates Dallas Cowboys, like he has built some really good teams. It's not his fault that they didn't.
We got more.
They didn't make it.
There's teams out there that don't even have championships yet. We have championships.
Mm-hmm.
We have more than most teams in the NFL.
Yeah.
You got to start, you know, everyone wants to blame Jerry, but you got to start blaming these players. We had a great team, a couple years ago when we lost in the playoffs?
Yeah, that year you lost the Niners. That was a great team.
That wasn't Jerry's fault.
Yeah. You know, when Romo, he was talking about when Des dropped it, he was like, well, it was a catch, but he's like, was that Jerry's fault?
Yeah.
You know, when Romo fumbled the ball for the field goal.
You know what?
Was that Jerry's fault?
There just comes a lot of times where, you know, you get sick and tired of hearing it. You know, it's Jerry. I'm glad he's making the decisions he's making. You can't just keep paying these guys. I don't give a crap if you give Micah Parsons $50 million a year. We won 7 games last year. He has 1 sack in the playoffs. He doesn't show up like anybody else. You have to blame the players. Just like I said to Rudy the other day, you guys got your team to the championship. You got blown out 8-1. Guess what? You got them there. They didn't show up that day. It's not your fault.
Yeah. Last one, then we'll have to end this podcast.
Ooh, robbery.
See that guy standing right there? Not even blowing his whistle. That was the day a little bit of my heart just kind of left the world.
Payback for the Vikings 2009 game against the Saints.
look at that guy. Just look at that guy standing there.
But the problem is that ball is behind them. Where was that when the contact was made? That's a bad.
Are you telling me that guy didn't see when the ball could come in? Are you telling me he couldn't tell when that guy got hit and the ball came?
Up and the ball hit his hand and it was clean contact. I don't.
Not only
off of this, I can't see it.
Hey, not only is there a ref there, there's a ref behind them.
The best referee that threw the flag in the Super Bowl, Kansas City versus the Eagles, and they called that play on the Eagles. Best referee in football.
Hey, this guy, Tommy Lee Lewis. Man, we almost had him on the podcast. Follows me on Instagram.
Penalty, that's a penalty now because the defensive back isn't turning his head around.
You need to
call that every time now.
We need video evidence, not camera like that, because the ball.
The video makes it worse. Just hearing the contact before the ball even gets near them.
Might have been uncatchable, so I don't know.
This was the closest I have ever been to the Saints going to the Super Bowl ever. That was one play, and everybody will be like, "Well, you went to overtime and you had the opportunity."
You know, Ty,
you're right. But if they call this flag, we kneel the ball and kick the field goal.
You know what, Ty? I haven't been to the NFC Championship game in 30+ years. I don't feel your pain.
I've only seen 2, man. It's 2 or 3.
NFC Championship game since 1995. We have the longest stretch of not getting there in NFL history right now.
Are the Vikings?
I don't feel your pain.
I mean, Ace, I watched the Vikings beat the Saints in the playoff game when Kyle Rudolph did a push-off in the end zone. There was no flag.
Yep.
Hey, we got demolished by the Eagles, I think, the next week. I think that was it.
Hey, real quick, what do you think of your chances of the Minnesota Vikings this year with JJ behind the helm?
You brought it up earlier. I'm nervous about the receivers. Jefferson's dealing with a hamstring injury from
no Addison.
No Addison. Naylor, our third, is dealing with something week to week. What's Hawkinson?
He's going to be your best player on the field.
He's got to be.
I think JJ's got the ball, man.
The best thing we did was snipe those 2 offensive linemen. We got like the center and the guard from the Colts. So if they can gel with our first-round draft pick, the guy from Ohio State we got on the O-line, I think we'll be good. We'll be able to keep JJ protected. And he's been able to scramble out. He's looked good, but I don't know who the hell they're going to throw it through to him or who he's going to throw to.
Running back.
Aaron Jones. Okay. And Jordan Mason from San Fran.
His soft tissue injuries every year. But I think I'm going to draft him as a sleeper because he's going to catch a lot of balls out of the backfield.
But get Mason as the backup.
Got it.
That'll be a good late round pick that nobody will. Yeah.
Well, like we said, our voices really don't matter, but they matter to you. We never played the game. I guess I did for a year or two, but yeah, our voices do matter though, because you enjoy listening to us. I mean, we're fun guys. Next week we'll break down some fantasy football as we near some of the late draft picks for you guys, and possibly have a guest on. We'll see what happens. But man, we love you guys and we appreciate the support. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, smacking 10% off in our bio. We love you guys.